Probably more than half if you have some more gay thoughts than you care to admit.
Move, like, go like that so I don't make contact, because his eyebrows are like tickling. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like here with it, like I'm trying to not touch his head.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and ladies with dicks. Today I'm going to be talking about a guy that loves to share dicks with his lady. Sneako, we all know him, we all wish we didn't. He kind of looked like a hybrid of a St. Jude kid and the Ice Age Sid. But if you're wondering on why I'm insulting him, I'm simply just granting him his wish. This is what he wanted from the start, almost a decade of dishing out relationship advice and preaching about self-love just to share that very same love and watch your girl get 5 guys diving into her thighs right before your very own eyes.
I had PTSD about this, like I had bad dreams.
Seek truth through funny. Huh, Sneako, was your girl's pussy gushy or runny when it was getting eviscerated by another man? But like I said, that is what Sneako built his whole entire empire off of, spreading the message of what he calls the truth, and one of those messages he was eager to bring back was bullying.
I'm a victim. You are passionate about something.
Bring bullying back. Bullying is necessary, or else you turn into this dude.
Absolutely, which is why I'm gonna toss you around more than your girl at a swinger party. Before I get to why idolizing and respecting this man is about as respectable as slapping your own mother across the face, I think it would be best to dive back into his humble beginnings to figure out the stem of how he turned into a disabled cart titan that just coughs out fucking phlegm. So back when he posted on YouTube in his early days, his videos were actually somewhat objective and they would be interesting coming from his age at the time, which was only a teenager. No, I'm just kidding. This guy has always been a complete mouth-breathing, no-nipple Neanderthal ever since the first day he learned how to fucking crawl. For example, one of his greatest philosophies and discoveries that I think is almost up there with Aristotle was him explaining on why wearing a seatbelt in a car is more the health hazard than riding without one.
Then you can get trapped in the car and the car can catch on fire. But sometimes if you're not wearing a seatbelt, there's instances where people have like literally flown out the windshield because they weren't wearing a seatbelt and they survived.
Hey Sneako, there are people who eat food and choke and sometimes die, so maybe we should stay away from food too. Add starvation to the creativity kit while you're at it. I mean, I'm almost convinced if you put this guy's brain in a bird, that shit would fly backwards. I want everyone to pay attention to this little half grin he does every time he says something he knows is completely stupid. He kind of grins like a predator that would camp out in the bushes of a playground, and if you guys think me saying he resembles a kid diddler was way too far, well, I'm only playing on the same field as Sneako does, because he'll casually call anybody that hurts his feelings pretos like it was their damn last name.
Dude with the beard and the fentanyl hair looking like he sleeps under a bridge, or me? Who looks like a pedophile? Does anyone, this is why this allegation is kind of stupid. Does anyone actually think I'm a pedophile?
Why yes, Sneako, I do. Especially when you dedicated a whole entire video on defending the highly controversial movie Cuties, which depicted pornographic scenes of real children. And your ass was yelling hip hippity hooray because he thought it was the best nude movie out since 50 Shades of Grey, and I really wish I was kidding. He even went out to title the video that it's his new favorite film with a smile on his face and a boner in his pants.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited.
Yeah, what a great way of putting it is clickbaiting, because I'm sure everyone saw a cover of a 12-year-old half-naked chick and instantly flopped out their dick on the remote to play it. Why would that be the first thought you have towards this? Is simply clickbait. It is a real movie that shows actual kids busting it down around town and popping titties across cities. Who would want to willingly watch that movie in the first place besides minor refiners? So yeah, Sneako, you calling this your all-time favorite film above Star Wars and the Avengers is a little fucking weird, dude.
Cuties is not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Yeah, listen, the production was completely horrid, the directors need to be questioned by the police, and there's just no justifying in why you need to show a real 13-year-old twerking in a movie to depict on why we shouldn't be mad about normalizing it. Like it's something we should normalize in the first place. Yeah, complete weirdo. Maybe we should take a look at your hard drive and see what Fogel tried to send you before he got busted. See, wild thing to say, Sneako, isn't it? But that's something normal from you to say all the time, so even if you get offended or pop that little smirk watching this video, because chances are you probably will, and go whine to your Discord about it and ask for responses to throw back at whoever insulted you because you're that much of a dominant free thinker that you need your little cock swallowers in your Discord to formulate comebacks for you, and you actually think you hold any level of intimidation over anybody. Yeah, for somebody that advocates on comedy, that's probably the funniest message you can ever spread, was for anybody to take you seriously. But I will give you credit when it is due. Some of your old documentaries you used to upload to YouTube were interesting and what I would say even inspiring.
But don't go full fanboy and refuse to believe your favorite artists aren't angels. Don't blindly justify their shitty behavior and never worship celebrities. The best way to treat these people is like you would anyone else. flawed humans with consistent questionable behavior.
Wow, how profound. Who would have thought that people in Hollywood did drugs and crimes and stuff? You know, truly an innovative for our generation, if I've ever seen it. But that's literally what his past content dwindled into as well. He takes general statements that many people would simply agree with, throws in some words he got from Robert Buscemi, and treats himself to be this mastermind, which is quite impossible for him to even be close to the word smart, because Sneako is below average in every field, even when it comes to his own mentality. And he even backed this up because he couldn't even pass a basic IQ test without scoring below average.
Yeah, let's finish it up. You're a fucking idiot.
A real pillar of wisdom for the people, and a guy that can barely separate a square from a fucking triangle. And over 40,000 people actively follow this guy's finance course on Discord, where they argue over how the Matrix has made their dick small, and that's what I find scarier than Sneako himself, is the fact that he actually has a fan base.
You know it's so bad, right? If it wasn't the truth, why would they be so upset about it?
Not really even a fan base, it's more like a cult-like one, because they just follow every single command he gives out like they got the chum bucket hat on. And it's kind of ironic because that's exactly what Sneako did with the Tate brothers in order to even get to where he's at today. I think the best place to pinpoint Sneako descending into absolute madness is whenever he started to obsess over the success of Andrew Tate. Sneako viewed Andrew like he was the next fucking Captain America. Everything he said and did, Sneako would be his little elf regurgitating every word Tate said and spitting it back out to his streams and audience. So it's no surprise that quickly after discovering him being incredibly insecure and lost in life despite making documentaries about his confidence, that he would start basing his whole entire career in life off of the Tate brothers. He would start smoking up cigars just like his daddy Tate did, even though it took him over 5 minutes to figure out that you have to cut it in order to smoke it.
I'm an independent woman, I can get it all on my own mindset. Pill is the antidote.
He would start copying the same mannerisms and expressions and almost became a complete carbon fiber clone of them. And then when Tristan called him a G once, he almost ejaculated into his pants and acted like he just received the Medal of Honor.
Spreading the message while it's still relevant to talk about Andrew Tate. I appreciate you showing this final video to your followers.
And he would even go so far out to defend Andrew's terrible music that sounds like he's rapping while there's a bee flying around the studio.
20, but it sound like a plane. When I'm on the road, stay in your lane. Beat getting killed like a shot to the brain.
Yeah, we're going back into the Matrix with this one. But to Sneako, this was a musical masterpiece, nothing short of a Grammy. And he made sure to double it down on it here.
You know what? I don't think you should be able to fucking make music reviews if you can't make a song yourself. You've never made a song. What the fuck do you know about music?
I mean, he was acting like this shit was the best thing that happened since the Live Aid concert for music, and how childish to use the good old, well, I'd like to see you do it, line that people who have absolutely no talent in anything use towards somebody that talks shit about them or their friend. And the worst part is, if you thought his logic was already dumb, well, he's too stupid to even follow it, because the very next day he started crying on Critical's new music video, saying it was the worst piece of music he's ever heard.
Promoting drugs.
I got my balls, slap my face, ready to go.
Okay, you see the Antichrist on his forehead? Upside down cross?
The best part about all of this is that Andrew Tate literally rejected Sneako from coming onto his podcast, so he did all of that to have his channel and years of work completely wiped just to get rejected by the man of his dreams.
Who am I?
So he can't even follow his own logic, so let me demonstrate on how we could actually use his logic correctly.
Able to fucking make music reviews if you can't make a song yourself.
Hey Sneako, you know what? I don't think you should ever threaten people to fight if you can never fucking fight yourself. Sneako has this repetitive pattern to where once he instantly disagrees with somebody's point, especially with women, he instantly starts to brag about how he would beat them in a fight or just says they need some dick to think right, not left.
What you really need, Chad, is some Yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here.
As soon as I saw it like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked.
This is something he does a lot when he comes across women he makes fun on the internet. He always bashes their pride, saying they're only good for being submissive and complaining, yet that's all he does every single day is complain about things he disagrees with.
Did she break the scale? Maybe he broke the actual scale.
He continues to simulate him beating that woman to knock her out of the soy mentality.
Monica, I just want to take your bun in a fist and then slam it down like I'm mashing butter.
So if his first instinct against another woman that gets under his skin is to instantly threaten to assault them, then you would probably expect he would keep the same energy towards guys that are around his own size. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. From talking about hating pussy so much, he sure as hell acts like he got one, because when a fellow YouTuber that goes by the name of Brandon Buckingham that Sneako openly talks shit about and falsely accused him of being a this.
Who's an L-mans? Brandon Buckingham. He literally threatened to R-word my girlfriend. Bro, literally said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend. Literally said that. And he said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend, bro.
This dude said he is going to R-word my girlfriend.
Bro, nothing warrants saying I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend. That's some school shooter vibes, bro. That's some white boy school shooter shit. Saying you're gonna R-word my girlfriend?
You said that?
Yes. Word for word. I'm going to R-word your girlfriend.
So this couldn't have been a mile further away from being the truth. What actually went down was Brandon made a joke towards Sneako about how he would run a train on his girl, knowing that Sneako is a self-admitted cuck that confessed to watching his girlfriend that he loved and claimed that was his soulmate get fucked 6 different ways on a Sunday, while he would sit on the same bed and watch who he claimed to be the love of his life get her vagina sent to Valhalla by another man.
Imagine seeing the girl you love like
get fucked.
Get fucked.
You love her?
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
Yeah, don't degrade her, Sneako. Let the other man that makes her scream his name 3 times like she's playing Bloody Mary do that for you while you jerk it out in the corner. You're absolutely right. She is not the bitch. That title gladly belongs to you because you willingly allowed somebody you had deep emotional connection with get their cheek clapped up to Crenshaw Creek. It's nothing but sad and a powerless move you made, and if you think you even enjoyed it for a second, you are lying to yourself because you started going into a 1,000-yard stare like a Vietnam vet remembering his first time on the field, describing how you couldn't make it past 3 strokes. That's right, he was counting this man penetrating his cock into his girl like he was counting sheep in a fucking dream.
First time, crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that.
That's literally
the plot. It not only stops there, he even goes into more detail on the position that she was in, the eye contact she made with the man while she was getting dick down, the exact diameter of dick that would fit into her whisker biscuit, and just stuff that I'm even getting disgusted talking about, and I'm not even in the damn relationship. And if you thought it couldn't possibly get worse from there, he would even then go on to suggest that everybody should try it once, like it was a thrill up there with skydiving, and it might be a beneficial learning experience for everyone.
And it's a lot, but I think it's something everybody should do just to test. I know.
Yeah. I thought you get one condom per entry.
Fucked anybody at these parties?
No.
What you're saying is you willingly hold hands, walk girl into room of niggas, and go.
Well, that's not the only thing that happened. Like the first time it was 3 pumps, and I'm like, I can't do it. Like this is too much. He's like, oh, okay. It's like.
So why, if you keep going back, but you not fucking nobody?
So okay, okay. So this do it. That's toxic masculinity. Like I should be able to get past that. You know,
no,
it's just sex.
It's just
Niggas
preference.
should not fuck your girl.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just,
it's not.
it's a sex party, bro.
Yeah, it's just the most intimate thing you can have in a relationship and something that should be only shared between you and your partner. It definitely doesn't scream that you're insecure to treat your girl like she's a local sperm bank and act happy for her when she's enjoying having sex with somebody that's not you. Then there you are, still left clueless, and tweet out shit like, what does it mean when your girlfriend tells another man in front of you, I'm single, and still has sex with them? It means that you are a bitch. Like, there's no societal norms you can even twist this into. You let somebody that you really cared about get teared up from the inside and out, and that left you torn. And you know what, Sneako? I can walk away knowing how fragile your ego is, with a smile on my face knowing you won't hold any power over anyone, even your own lover. And what's rich coming out from all of this is that Sneako is a strong advocator to lock up those who falsely accuse. He's gone on many public tangents on how people that play the victim and make up allegations should be jailed.
All a girl has to say is essay, and you did it. And now you are in trouble until you prove otherwise. That's all she has to say. He really threatened to R-word my girlfriend.
Which is the only right thing he has ever said so far, but then he goes out and accuses a man of a first-degree felony 7 times in 7 seconds like he's on a Family Feud fast round. So given a good reason to fight Sneako and Sneako publicly talking shit about him, Brandon stepped up to the plate and offered to whoop his ass any day of the week on his expense in a boxing ring.
How do you think you'd do against Sneako in MMA?
I would absolutely fucking ravage him. I would destroy him, and I wouldn't stop when the ref pulled me off. I would choke him and until he gets brain damage. Just kidding.
He's around the same size. He's been training almost as much as Sneako has, so this would be the first time Sneako would actually fight somebody that's A, his size, and B, has a penis. But of course, Sneako, being the backpedaling bitch that he is, when he was asked about the dozens of times Brandon called him out to fight and why he was completely ducking him, he went on to say that fighting him would be a waste of time and a loss of his dignity.
It's just I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, you know, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
So instead of sticking to your manhood and actually fighting somebody that isn't a different gender or a foot shorter than you, sorry, Charlie, or just basically the same weight class as you instead argue on why you're actually more of a man by staying at home and yelling into a camera like you literally just contradicted yourself in the same fucking sentence. You are literally the soy boy out of all of this, and if it wasn't more proof that Sneako's insecure, well, let me introduce you to Turkey Tom. Some of you might remember him from a video way back, said a lot of great and wonderful things about the man, but recently he made what I will admit a compelling recap of why Sneako was never a leader of anything, but simply a follower that latched on to different figures throughout his life. But after this video was posted, Sneako would end end up stumbling upon it and instantly challenged Tom up for a debate, which Tom was absolutely excited to do and was eager to set up a time and place where Sneako promised to do it soon, only to end up completely leaving his messages hanging on thin air, because he knows that Tom is right. The truth that he seeks will never be found because it constantly switches like the seasons. He preaches about different beliefs every lunar moon and jumps onto whatever he thinks is highly controversial at the time to gain attention. Everything this man has done in his life was to gain attention. One time he faked getting jumped and called it a social experiment just so he could actually see what people showing him sympathy looks like. Furthermore, he even made a whole entire photo album about YouTubers that were mean to him and made him upset like something you would see out of Fatal Attraction, hanging up different photos on the wall on these so-called bots that hurt your little feelings. Like, you look like a fucking psychotic ex-girlfriend. Another thing I forgot to mention whenever he isn't talking about fighting, his automatic response to anybody that is talking down on him is just to say there are bots, NPCs, or soy boys, or little bro at the end of every sentence. His whole entire vocabulary and life is, at this point, I would say programmed. He dick rides the beliefs of others and garnishes the success off of it. Nothing about that is free-spirited or to view as an icon. It just views you as a loser. Ooh, that's another one that gets his blood boiling, is the word loser. So much so that he randomly brought up some guy from Twitter that called him that once and then went on a tantrum when people laughed at him for defending the little shriveled up dignity that he has left.
Someone tweeted the other day, Sneako's a loser, LMFAO. It got 20,000 likes. It was like the highest like tweet on this guy's. But that's not a critique.
It was funny. That's why 20,000 people liked it. It was funny.
Okay,
it was funny.
Hold on. They know I'm not a loser.
If you ever reach a point in your life where you were arguing with 6 grown men over the fact if you were a loser or not, then that definitely proves you are probably a fucking loser. If you have to constantly state that you're funny, chances are you are probably not funny. I mean, hell, at least the judges at your comedy show thought so. They said your performance acted almost the same as if you swallowed a school bus of Xanax.
I feel like a lot of you, I don't know, we're just kind of dying, no?
I just really, I kind of stopped following the comedy. Yeah, that's basically what I'm...
Yeah, they said he would be a comedian. Now look at him. Nobody's laughing. What even is this? A school talent show? How ass you gotta be to even have the judges at school start saying your shit? Lastly, my final nail in the coffin is the absolute thunderchoke slam down that Critical gave Sneako the past week that I think solidified almost everybody into seeing why this guy should be taken as seriously as a special ed classer and debating if murder is wrong. So what kickstarted this clash against the Titans all stemmed out from a video Charlie made about one of his friends telling an incredibly fake story where he met Blake Griffin and smashed 6 girls in a Playboy mansion before fighting off dragons in the castle of Shingadoing. I mean, the whole story was like a plot out of regular show where absolutely nothing lined up or made sense, and it just sounded like he was trying to prove to everybody that he gets woman, even though it horribly failed, and Charlie decided to call this guy out and poke some fun at his obvious fake story, and a few months later, Sneako would come across that video, and like a true alpha male that he is, he would start defending for his friend on his behalf, where he couldn't construct any counter arguments against his video, but instead continues to make fun of him and his girlfriend for being a happy couple, I guess.
Let's say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship. This is his girl.
If I need to even say anything about what he just did, I think Sneako himself can summarize that all for me.
But the reality is, I was closer with her than I was with any other human in that time period, bro. I traveled the world with her, ran business with her, pillow talked every night, matured and learned about each other, and now we don't even speak. Still, I know our experiences will stay with me forever, and that's the part that I should remember.
Thanks for sharing all the best memories you had with our girlfriend, man. Those were some times to cherish. So you instantly go to making fun of him and his girl's appearance because you never experienced a woman that actually loves you and feels the same way you ever felt towards them. Well, luckily, Sneako, I specialize in that, so I'll happily do it for you. Since you love the bully, I think the first person you should take your anger out is on your barber, because your head looks like a freshly dipped pool stick, or what I would expect a towel to look like if I put it to an exhaust of a F-150. And just look at that hairline. It looks like your barber lined you up with his damn weed whacker or his fucking teeth. Either way, it just looks like your sexuality. It's far from straight. To be honest, the more I look at you, the more you resemble something that would crawl out of David Blaine's cum stain, if you ask me. But anyways, so after insulting Charlie and his girlfriend, he would add him up to his little soy boy shrine and continue to assault him almost daily, which started this whole entire drama in the first place. Eventually, after Sneako would post about him on a daily basis on Twitter, Charlie would finally make an initial video completely humiliating Sneako in the process, exposing his love for cuties and trying to bring up what exact relevancy his relationship had to his friend's story, which was absolutely nothing. Sneako loves pulling random things out of his ass during arguments all all the time as like a gotcha moment, but ends up making himself look more stupid. So after a few months of Sneako posting about Charlie on a daily basis, basically obsessing over the man, he would eventually respond to Sneako after months of harassment by saying, "Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending CP. That's not cancellation, that's just called spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck." And this tweet right here would be the final straw for Sneako. I'm sure he probably ran to the bathroom and screamed at the mirror like he was the fucking Joker after seeing this tweet, because almost immediately he replied with the same thing he always does to people that are physically shorter or weaker than him, which is him to beg him to say it to his face. So Charlie decided he missed one ass cheek when he was spanking him and fired back with, "You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who defends CP." And Sneako, foaming at the mouth, responded back with, "You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it." Basically not even denying the fact that he defended it in the first place. Sneako's whole argument right there was basically, yeah, I defend CP. You want to fight about it? And that's just the entire gift that keeps on giving with this man. If you ever feel like needing a laugh, Sneako will always make sure you will laugh at him, not with him, because shortly after his little tism tantrum he threw out on Twitter, he went live and started hitting the cuckle shuffle while waving around a gun, threatening to shoot Charlie before calling out the city that he lives in.
Big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
How alpha of you to completely dodge an interview that Charlie offered you and instead threaten his life because he called you a cuck on the internet. Really goes to show how strong-minded you are, sneak shit. And if you had a good laugh about this, well, don't worry, Charlie did too. And not only did he have a laugh, but he went full Jack Wade on him in his video titled "Sneako is Horrible," where he started off correcting him on his gun terminology while showing him his AR-15, which is about the most American thing I think I can ever see in my life.
What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags.
This serves as a subtle pull up then pussy. Although he didn't directly say it, he humbly bitched Sneako's threats with education, which is something I don't even think you can come back from. Sneako, by your past relationships, I thought you would know everything comes better with two, so showing off one gun was a mistake you should have realized from the start. So after Charlie uploaded this video, Sneako took to Aiden Ross's stream where he said the same thing he always said once again.
So let me ask you, if you saw him walking down the street, what are you doing?
I would walk up to him and I would say the same stuff that you said in your videos. I would look him dead in the eye. Does anyone in the chat think that he would say any of this face to face?
No, but Brandon will. This guy's like a slot machine. You always get the same exact responses every single time he gets angry towards somebody. Of course, that's the only response you can give for somebody that completely proved you wrong. It's just simply saying that's a white thing to do. That's like me watching my friend get cheated on and said, yeah, that's one of them Filipino things if I ever see one. And I think as a conclusion for this video, it would be best for Sneako to give his definition of what a soy boy is and have a little recap of why he fills out every qualifiable trait of one with flying colors.
Soy boy is a pasty person who doesn't want to change. These internet gangsters who believe in nothing, they stand for nothing. Right now, the reason I respect you is you have something that you stand for. Soy boys before the internet, they had no voice. It used to be the traditional alpha male. I'm not an alpha male, you're not an alpha male. I know they both call us that now to try to discredit us, but it used to be alpha males led the world.
You are red-pilled, and even have one of the few real-life friends you have go behind your back and expose you for checking Reddit comments almost every day. So you are quite literally worse than the Twitter warriors that you try to criticize because you surf through fucking Reddit all day and read the comments. You're literally a red-pilled Redditor, Sneako. That's what you are. You are no different from a soy boy. You are emotionally unbalanced. You yourself stand for nothing. You just follow whose dick you could suck off the most and ride your career off of it and constantly play the victim and whine in your room all day about feminists. You quite literally became the very thing you swore to destroy, and that's why I think you're the biggest soy boy out of all of them, or bot, or NPC, or matrix masturbator, or whatever the hell you want to call everybody but yourself. But I think I'm gonna wrap the video up there because Sneako's career can only crash and burn from here as more and more people actually learn the so-called truth that this guy pushes is actually just him doing the exact same thing he thinks feminists do all day. It's two sides of the same coin, completely different stances, but they hold the same values. Sneako is going more insane day by day, and I generally believe he needs serious help from actual professionals that study psychology, aka a therapist, to really shake him out of the entitled delusion that he lives in. But if you guys enjoyed this video, slap a like before your dad slaps you, subscribe to hit my vibe, and make sure to follow all my socials, links down in the description, especially my Instagram. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all next week. I'ma head out this bitch.
I quit the jugging with my heart stop. I'ma run these boys over, but no march on. Hey, got that dick, but no heart on. Ooh, I'm popping shit, but no pop rocks. Ooh, cleaning shit, but no mop. Ooh, for that she give me top. Ooh, stop the faking, boy, just stop.